Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciate you taking time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. All things greatly appreciated, so thank you in advance. Now today is a big one, right? This is number 300. If it's your first time checking this out, I appreciate it. If you taking the journey along with me, I really appreciate you. So I had to pick something that kind of signified like how much work we put in, but also, you know, the start of something new as we transition into the last 65 or so videos in this series. So I picked a game that was near and dear to me. This is Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now, we talked about a lot of fighting games, and personally, I never really classified this as a fighter, especially not in the traditional sense. But if you want to call it that, you certainly can. But I want to introduce those of you who are familiar with this game, but maybe only see one side of it to how we enjoy this game. So give you a little background. This game came out winter of 2001. My friend, my brother Marquise was like, yo, Smash Brothers, you know, the 64 game Melee version is coming. It's going to be incredible. Look at all these characters they putting into it. Now I know for some of you, if you've played any of the recent Smash Brothers, right, this roster isn't that big, but you got to understand the original Smash Brothers had like 8 characters, right? This one basically, you know, tripled in size. And then we had people like Marth and Roy, Mewtwo, Mr. Game and Watch, like, you know, Ice Climbers. Like, there's just so many really cool things. You know, even though Falco was kind of a mirror of Fox, so was Dr. Mario of Mario. Like, none of that mattered. It was just like they were trying to give us as much as they could at the time. You know, the whole single player mode, the trophies, all of these little things that kind of made this. This is one of the first like games where I was like, okay, they crammed as much as they could into this game. You know, this is kind of the beginning of Smash Brothers becoming its own thing. You know, the first game, it was solid. It was, you know, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but nothing like this. And the way we played this game in particular, a lot of times it was myself, Steven, and Ronnie, and it was 3-man, 5-stock, items on very high. Let's get after it, right? Ronnie's usually playing Link. I was usually playing Captain Falcon or Dr. Mario, you know, sometimes Bowser, and Steven was usually playing Roy because that's our boy. And we just, you know, we just had an amazing time. So much so, you know, like this became just a de facto game. I remember playing this game at Marquise's the first time, and we spent the weekend trying to unlock every character to the point where by the time we got Mewtwo unlocked, we had basically played ourselves sick. Like, we were seeing the game when we tried to go to sleep, had like really bad headaches. Like, that's the first time I ever had like anything that resembled a hangover, and it was from playing video games. And it, you know, just jumping off the ledge, just trying to get so many games in so we can get all the characters unlocked. But it was like one of the best times that I've ever had playing a video game. Like, no, that sounds crazy, literally just jumping off the platform, but that's what we were doing because you had to do so many battles to get Mewtwo unlocked. And I mean, just some of the most legendary battles, like when we got all 4 of us, when it was me, Ronnie, Keith, and Steven, and just going at it for hours, just having a blast, different stages, like nothing was off limits. Everything was there. It was just about getting it in and seeing who could survive the chaos. You grab a Pokeball and you get Magikarp, so what? Make it work. You know, so many levels of so many matches of Hyrule Temple, for example, right? You know, when some dark times happened amongst the group, you know, Smash Brothers Melee was always there to kind of be like this constant, this kind of you know, consistent thing that we could all turn to and be like, you know what, let's just see what we can do to kind of take our minds off of everything. Because, you know, a lot of transitioning was going on. Everybody was going through, you know, the turning from boys to men, you know. So we were just kind of going through the motions. People were going off to college. People were going to different states. It was just a lot of stuff going on. But every time we got together, you know, Smash Brothers made sense. And then I even put, you know, a lot of my family onto it. So like it would be like me and my cousin Jonathan and Huck, we would play. And Jonathan was the first person I knew who would play Ness. And like he would play with the Bumblebee, as you see, you know, giving you the Bumblebee tuna. And, you know, it was just, this game represented such a great time. Like, we literally played this game consistently, you know, whether it was, you know, at least once a month, once every couple of weeks. From the day it came, well, the day Marquise got it, that Christmas, up until the day before Brawl came out. And then after that, we kind of just, you know, we said goodbye to an old friend, and we and we let it go. But it was just like, this game was just pure fun. Like I don't think to this day I've ever had a, more than a one-on-one game, right? So a multiplayer up to 4 people. I've never had a game give me that much entertainment value. It was just an incredible experience. And, so many memories of getting hit by Roy's C-stick attack, or, Ronnie up-being me across the map, but still surviving because, it didn't throw me the way he wanted me to. And catching people with the knee with Captain Falcon, or, grabbing the hammer and the hammer falls off, the head of the hammer falls off, and you're kind of just sitting there with the stick. Just all of those things just made this game amazing, which is why I always said Smash Brothers is at its best, at least for us, when it is pure chaos and you're trying to deal with the chaos. We would go to Poke Floats and, have all Pokeballs, and then just like, see what happened. We just wanted to just have this game on doing something, just always trying to enjoy it, trying to do all of the little trials, and you got to fight the invisible Fox and Falco because Slippy got a new invention, you know what I'm saying? Trying to fight Giga Bowser. Like, all of these things were just like so amazing to us and gave us so many hours of fun. I wanted to, hold off on this one to the right time, to the point where I'm not even gonna close this out the way I normally do. I'm just gonna show you some footage that I acquired that I've had since at least 2008. And, the angles are not going to be the best. The sound's not going to be the best, but I just want you to see that this is how long we have been playing this game and how much we really enjoyed this. Like I said, this has got us through some very uncomfortable and very dark times. And I really appreciate this game for what it was for us, no matter what it may be for you. But if you do enjoy this game in some form or fashion, I'd love to hear from your favorite characters, favorite memories if you have any. But I do appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. And y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh,